Gemini, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 27th through to the 3rd of July. First things first, Gemini, thank you for your support on this channel. Seriously, you're absolutely amazing. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, really do appreciate it. If you're new to the Astroflower family meetings, it's very simple. This is your emotional sort of side, relationship sort of side of life. This is your money sort of side, jobs, businesses. This is the overall energy that's running through you. These are the karmic messages or karmic paths for the respective sides, and this is the overall energy and the overall outcome and the leading into the following week. Okay, yeah, looking at it already, let's see the okay, so you air signs are really, you've got a lot going on for you at the moment, air signs. Yeah, a lot going on in the here and now. Very busy, very hectic. And the funny thing is, last week I said, let your hair down and it'll open doors of opportunities. And sometimes, you know, obviously you're a beautiful sign. You're so helpful to other people. And sometimes you can forget yourself in the whole scenario. So I hope you did take a little bit of time out to let your hair down, enjoy yourself and just relax and, you know, connect with other people that maybe you never connected with before. It'd be quite nice. But there's a certain thing going on at the moment. There's a fundamental thing with the mutable signs. There's a wave coming in at the back, and there's this hecticity which is in the outcome, which we'll have a look at the end of the reading. Cardinals are just at the back going down forward. Fixed is normally at the front, just coming down towards the back. So they're really living one wave or anticipating another. Mutables, you seem to be a little bit between two waves at the moment. So that's what it sort of seems to be. Let's see what the overall sort of message is here. Breathe. Now, I'm getting a bit of Wim Hof going on. I like Wim Hof. I like his breathing exercises and stuff like that. Very interesting. If you don't know Wim Hof, go and check him out. Really amazing guy. I'm getting that sort of thing. So I don't necessarily, I think it also means sort of breathe, give yourself a breather. But I also believe it's sort of like get yourself involved in physical activities for some reason. Just seeing things, that sort of thing. Could be meditation, could be loads of things really that's involved with breathing as a component to it all. Let's just see what's going on with the energies it's flowing through you. Sorry, I just need to check it's recording. Do apologise, because I have been having it breaking down at the moment. Could be something to do with that Mercury, or it could be something to do with that solstice. How did the solstice go with you guys? I did a solstice reading on it and it's been really interesting already. And looking at your cards, it's already interesting compared with last week. And we'll go through that at the end, you'll see. But I did do a reading on the solstice and also did something on the somatic TV according to the energies coming through the ley lines and the energy of the earth. Be interesting to go and see them as well. Those videos, they're all linked in the description below. Let's just see with the overall energy what's going on here. Being active in your daily life, which you appear to be, and most air signs tend to be very active at this present time, and you're into your winter and you're still installing those plans of what you want to be doing this year. I hope, I don't like the word hope. I want, there you go, hope should be left in the box with Pandora's box. It's not a good thing, hope. It's it's like I want you to be in a position where you're starting to actually sort of construct those ideas which you went through in the last 3 months before your birthday, according to the rhythms of the Astroflower. You've got your book in the description below as well, which could help you out to understand all of these sort of things. But here it's sort of saying those activity that's going on at the moment is going to crest, and it'll probably crest in the next couple of weeks. It'd be interesting to see what it does on those readings of the month of July, which will be coming out next week as well. And it's like you've cultivated it. You've cultivated these gifts, and you've got to know this. I think you've got to understand that, and you're going to start to understand that this week by the looks of things. These gifts are auto-generated by yourself, and once you realize how to do that, it's going to make life a lot easier for you. And this could well be that moment to do that. So let's have a look what's going on your relationship side. One, is it one tree can hide a forest? So if you're standing really close to a tree, you can't see the forest for the tree. You can't see the tree for the forest, which, it's one of those sort of scenarios. I can't remember exactly what it is. And it's realizing that you're looking at life in a certain way, and you got to take a step back according to the relationships, and just take a step back and kind of go, oh, right, okay. And this could be to do with family, friends, community, partners, future partners. It's just taking a different gaze at life. That's pretty much what the card is, and it's backing it up lovely. And I think it's going to create a lot of moments of, oh really, moments for you this week. Let's see how the universe is influencing that karmic path. Through this new view or new understanding of where you're at according to your relationships, it will allow you to build as like a grand oak tree. That's what the universe is encouraging within you by the looks of things. Look at that. The Emperor. You couldn't really get more of an oak tree than that. You know what I mean? That's like, yeah, that's what they're encouraging you to do with this new look. They're encouraging you to be that oak tree, to be that emperor, to conquer. And this is what, I think it ties into those gifts that I was saying earlier on. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic path. To get a good look at the outside world, you're going to have to let them in. So, it might be a good idea. This is for relationships. This is for partners. This could be for partners where you let yourself be, flattered by the outside world. But if it's not partners within family and friends and community, it's also appreciation from the outside world, according to you. It's, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. It is a type of victory. A new beginning, a new you that is gradually being born here. This is really nice on the relationship side because it's coming from you and not necessarily from the outside world. So you're no longer dependent upon another person for your happiness. And I think this is the realization that's coming through this week. Really, really nice. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot for you, Gemini. I want that for you a lot. I want you to realize that you are amazing. Fall in love with yourself in a way. And this card is, I think this is almost this card here that was saying all of that. It's almost sort of saying, fall in love with yourself. It's almost like your guys are kind of saying, you're just so great. You're really nice. That's what it's sort of, change of wheel of fortune. It really is. It is a change within you. And this has to do with that solstice reading. I'm going to go through I'll go through the cards at the end, according to that solstice reading, at the end of this video, end of this reading. This is a change within you coming. This is a beautiful change because it's coming from you. It's not being forced by the outside world. It's being forced by you realizing a lot of things about yourself. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, Gemini. I want this to be as big as it can be for you. I really do. Because you deserve it. You really do deserve it, you guys. It's obvious the amount of work. Looking back over your readings over the past, if you go back over the last sort of like 3 or 4 months, it's so obvious. And it's really good to see this. I've got good hopes for you. Yeah. Okay, let's go into, this is obviously, once you get into the Astroflower rhythm and start sort of like living according to all the different influences that are around you and using those influences to actually help you go further forward in your evolution, everyone profits from that. And then you end up with a situation that in the past might have been really difficult, will actually be really quite easy to deal with. Yeah, you've still got to deal with it, but you won't get so done in or stressed out about it. Let's have a look what's going on the financial sort of side. Well, that's a bit more like ice skating. Although you probably like ice skating, actually, Gemini. Or rollerblading. I'm not saying you're good at it or not. I just said you might well like it, you know. It's just... There's a question of trust in who you are and what you know and what you can do. So if you're in a job that you know that job really well, you should trust that. And then therefore you can head into things that you can head a little bit off your path with that security within you. You know, within your job, or within your business, if you're within your business, if you know your business, use that as a foundation for going forward into the unknown, as it were. But it's also opening up doors of certain aspects of your job, your business, or your project you didn't see before, and it gives rise to opportunities. So you may not have seen that there's a particular product that's selling well. And that'll trigger ideas of kind of going, well, if that's selling well, maybe this product's selling well. And so this could help you in your job, this could help you in your business and everything like that. It's just literally, you know, it's building on that security and I would say exploiting the unknown, but, you know, profiting, or, you know, in a good way, exploiting, you know, or getting the most out of the situation, basically. Let's see what's going on with the universe, how the universe is influencing that that path. Okay, in order to have that security and that foundation, you do have to have triggers that you can set up within your life that you sort of say, if they keep asking me to do overtime and I don't get any sort of like encouragement or any sort of like increase in pay or increase in responsibility or change of job or increase in your career path, or same within your business, if I keep pushing this and it doesn't really give me the sales that I want, or the change in the business that I want, you can pull out of it before it actually starts causing you any problems. And this is where the universe is trying to help you with that. So as you go into a little bit the unknown, it's going to help you put up sort of healthy boundaries. The sun. That is some boundary. Okay, so this is it. So the triggers that you need to set up, basically, this is a phrase that I use a lot, and I used to do a lot of business. I used to do organic produce. I used to have an organic supermarket. I was heavily into organics, this is I got this phrase that said, if it's not fun, is there any point doing it? And I think this should be the pass, the bar. You'll set that bar of happiness. So then you're no longer going to get detrimental to you. And this is going to push you into areas which you're not that comfortable with, because you like things to be ordered and processed and know what you're doing. There's a map to follow. I've got to do this and then this, and then I can get the results. It's very concrete, very productive, Gemini. And this, just basing it on fun, it's gonna make you feel a little bit insecure. But I think it's a good insecurity, because I think you're going to be surprised at the outcome. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence this path. Your guides know you. They know how you feel physically. These guys here are all about creation. So they're all about the body, about the interaction with the physical world, the coincidences that are around you. And they're encouraging activities that within your business that you actually enjoy physically doing. And I think this ties into this part here, to the sun, of getting involved in your job and actually enjoying getting those results. And these guys here are sort of like, making sure that certain parts of your job or your business are producing activities that you enjoy. If we keep it at a very, very simple level, let's say you've got a coffee shop and you like serving coffee, and you like presenting the tray in a certain way, or the coffee in a certain way, the cup in a certain way, the way the chocolate's on there and everything like that. And, getting into that and giving it a little bit of a tweak will actually really, really help you. So that, a rite of passage. I think that's possibly then more to do with the anxiety here. I think this is where the guides are sort of saying they're organizing the work for you. So you just have to do it, but you just got to enjoy it. So taking off a little bit of the stress and strains of the processing, which you guys do enjoy. It's putting you a little bit out of your comfort zone. And if you do that, you can actually progress further on if you so wish to, or get a lot more fulfillment out of your job, or more money out of your job. So then you can actually take that money and enjoy it in your private life. Because either you work from, you work to live, or you live to work. There's either one or the other. And if you live to work, you better be sure that you enjoy it, what you do. And if you work, that's if you live to work, sorry. And if you work to live, just make sure you're really enjoying life around you, going off doing things and using that money, enabling you to enjoy life. And I think this is maybe the overall message here, of realizing how you can make your money and your job and your business side be an enabler for you to really enjoy life. And that's all to do with those rewards that are coming through as well. Okay, so let's see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that's within you. If you look through a keyhole, you look at a door, right? And you look at the door and you kind of say, oh, that's just a flat wall with a door in it, obviously. But if you go down to the keyhole and you look through the keyhole, all of a sudden, there's a whole world outside there. And all you need is a key in order to get inside that door, get through that door. And that key appears to be curiosity mixed with fun. So when you're curious about the business, or about your job, or about your project, if you're curious and you want it to enjoy it, it's actually going to open a door that's all of a sudden, there's loads more possibilities. Call to action. Yeah, I think this is the call to action, is the curiosity. Cat's got 9 lives, so curiosity didn't kill the cat. It just nicked one of its lives, I guess. But here is a case of, yeah, your guides are really going to be going, come on, have a look at this, have a look at this. Have you seen that? Have you seen this? They're just being really curious and being inquisitive about it all. Look at this. At the top here, you've got the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and you've got the Fortune. It's all, there's loads of movement up this section here. This section here is very sort of stationary and sort of like, this is this second wave that's coming through. It's not quite there yet. But this here is really, really busy. Let's see what's going on here. What tickles your funny bone? What do you mean it's me? No, joking. Yeah, what tickles your funny bone? So I think you're going to get the inclination this week about really, especially even the work side. This is really interesting, the work side. Both sides are really interesting. You know, it's a really nice reading for you. But here is a sort of like, you're going to get those inclinations that's going to make you kind of, oh, really? You know, as well, in a way, to that respect as well. And that's going to build into, I think next week, as a lot more sort of laughter, openly laughing about life, which you may not have. When was the last time you had a real belly laugh? You know what I mean? When you really sort of like, I can't stop, I can't keep laughing. I'm going to split my side. When was that was the last time you did that? And I think that's what's building up in you. Three of Cups, community, love, abundance, feeling at home. This is it. Feeling at home. And feeling at home doesn't necessarily mean the house. Feeling at home is feeling at home within you. Once you feel at home within you, all of a sudden you will feel at home with everyone around you, regardless of the situations. And it's a beautiful outcome. And it's so Gemini in a way. That aspect of harmony and friendship and helping and being part of family, friends, community, partnerships. Really, really nice reading. Really, really nice reading for you, Gemini. You're on a cusp of something that's very beautiful by the looks of things for the majority of you. You know, yeah, once you get into the Astroflower rhythm, it becomes a lot easier to actually deal with life. Let's go into your cards according to the solstice, right? Okay? Let's go through, right? Looking at every single card. You do not have one card that is the same from last week. And we've been hitting same cards for last month and a half, 2 months. Been very consistent. And this here, there is no cards that came up last week. And there's a definite change between pre and post solstice. It's this vibration that's now kind of, everyone's kind of like, if say like a company is trying to sell you something that you know that it's not worth you buying, and it's not, you know, you're not gonna be pulled into it. Not that you would, Gemini, in general, but I think generally everyone's just kind of going, no, that doesn't mean anything. This is living life. I want to live life, and I think this is the overall energy that's coming through, and it's making all signs really turn a lot. You'll see a link at the end of the video, a video to watch that. It'd be worthwhile watching it, I think, and see how that sort of goes through for you. There is loads of links in the description below. There is also your Astroflower book, which you can get in the links below. We also do a lot of stuff on Cymatic TV as well, and also on Instagram. We run competitions over there for free readings and free healing sessions as well. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's very easy to help this channel, to support this channel, and we do appreciate your support. Subscribing is obviously the main support, with clicking that bell, which is really important, but also liking the video, sharing the video, getting this out there, because if everyone gets on the same page, it's going to make everybody's life a lot easier. You know, commenting. If you've got comments about this, you know, and if you've got questions, we do answer all the comments at the moment. And hopefully in the future we'll always be answering to every single comment. But you know, if you've got questions, you know, do ask the questions in the comments below. It's always appreciated, as Lawrence well knows. Love to you, my friend. Yeah, so in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.